then the man in higher states of consciousness uses the usual machinery for gaining knowledge?
Right.
Okay. What happens
And
when...
not only, yes, not only higher state of consciousness, at every state of consciousness, these basic truths of gaining knowledge remain the same. I think you are raising a very beautiful point, no? You want me to lead on to something. Beautiful. Means of gaining knowledge. We want to know about this thing. What to do about it? We must approach it. Right approach is the first means of gaining knowledge. How to approach the object of knowledge. There is a complete system of approaching, and that is the first system out of the 6 systems of Indian philosophy. That is called Nyaya. Nyaya word means justice. Nyaya is N-Y-A-Y-A. Nyaya. Nyaya, the word means justice. Knowledge is to derive maximum benefit out of it. And if we can do justice to knowledge, we can do justice to ourselves by deriving maximum knowledge from that, maximum benefit from that knowledge. And therefore, when we want to gain knowledge, we want to gain complete knowledge. No aspect should remain in ignorance. We want right knowledge and useful. See the application of that knowledge, what it will provide, what it will give me. So first thing is correct approach to the object of inquiry. Correct approach. Now we have approach to the object. How to know that this is the object that we want to know? For this, we must have the knowledge of the special qualities of the object which distinguish it from other objects in the environment. So many things are lying there. We are picking up this thing. In order to pick up the right object, we must know special qualities which distinguish our object from many other objects in its vicinity. This special quality, how to know the special qualities? The criteria for judging special qualities, one full system is devoted to that, and it's called Vaisheshika. This is the second system of Indian philosophy. Vaisheshik, V-A-I-S-H-E-S-H-I-K. Vaisheshik. Vaisheshik philosophy presents the criteria of establishing special qualities, distinguished qualities which will determine the object for us. Now, having approached the object unfailingly, rightly, and having known the special qualities of the object by the second system of Vaisheshika, the third system starts to count the components of which this object is made. It counts the number of components. It's a logical sequence of deriving knowledge. When we have approached the object correctly by the first system, Nyaya, and have known the criteria for judging the special qualities from Vaisheshika, then third system, Sankhya, provides us the criteria to count of how many components this is made, number of components. Sankhya is the name of this system. Sankhya means numerical. It concerns with the numbers of components. Sankhya, S-A-N-K-H-Y-A. Sankhya philosophy gives us the number of components which constitute the object of inquiry. When we have known the number of components, it's not enough just to count the numbers and be satisfied with it. Experience is vital to see that every component that has been counted is intact. Experience. Philosophy of yoga is the fourth system which presents criteria for direct experience. Yoga. Philosophy presents the criteria for direct experience. Know by direct cognition. The whole knowledge of life, for that matter, has been known by direct cognition, and these are the hymns of the Veda. The entire knowledge, someday we will deal with it, how it was cognized and what does it mean. All knowledge has been cognized and has been recorded in the hymns of the Vedas. It will lead us to a different thing. Here, the fourth system of gaining knowledge is yoga. This philosophy presents the criteria of direct cognition. Having directly cognized all the components and all the special qualities that there are, it is necessary to analyze the field of activity, behavior of one component with the other, to experience all the behavior that the object of inquiry entails within itself and with things around it. All this analysis of activity, analysis of action, this philosophy of analyzing the action. This is one fifth system of Indian philosophy. Its name is Karma Mimamsa. Karma, we know action. Mimamsa, am I, no. When you say am I, you begin to doubt I, and there you are. Doubt is a danger in the field of knowledge. Slightest doubt and you are flat. This we know by direct experience. Mimamsa, M-I-M-A-N-S-A, Mimamsa. Karma Mimamsa, analysis of karma. This is the name of the system, fifth system of philosophy, analysis of the karma. Because it's not just enough to know this is green leaf and this is yellow flower. Immediately we have seen this, the inquiry comes, is there any relationship between the two, or the two are standing all by themselves irrespective of the other. So this relationship, exchange, if there is exchange between them or they stand all by themselves, this exchange, analysis of this exchange is analysis of action, karma mimamsa. This system opens itself to tell us all about the karma. We have approached the object of inquiry without any doubt, unfailingly, by the criteria set by the first system, Nyaya. Having reached the object unfailingly, we have analyzed the special qualities by the criteria of gaining knowledge of the special qualities set by the second system, Vaisheshika. And then we have counted the components by the criteria set by the third system, Sankhya. We have experienced all about it. We have known it by direct experience, by philosophy of yoga, the fourth system. And we have analyzed the relationship that lie between different parts. We have analyzed the action by the fifth system, karma mimamsa. But the knowledge is not yet complete. We must know if there is anything in common between all these differentiated experiences and different qualities and different components, if there is any unity underlying all these obvious differences. That unity is determined and analyzed and known by the sixth system, and that is Vedanta. Knowledge of the underlying unity establishes our awareness on the level of harmony in the midst of all differences. Differences become second grade. Harmony comes up on the first primary level of awareness. This makes knowledge complete. We know all the different things and we know them to be well connected by one element which is underneath all of them, omnipresent element of being. And that we know from the knowledge of all these six systems. These are the various means of gaining knowledge. Knowledge to be complete must have to be verified by all these six systems at any time, and that knowledge alone will be complete. Knowledge is incomplete if it lacks the authenticity of any one of these systems. A very comprehensive and complete procedure of gaining knowledge, no matter what knowledge we gain. But unless we have known the entirety of the object of inquiry, the knowledge remains incomplete. This object verification of this scientific knowledge, we are proud of our scientific age, and every scientist is proud of being absolutely impartial to his methods of gaining knowledge. And this is the bold stand of science, that any knowledge gained through scientific procedures is faultless. They have not yet discovered the totality of the object, and the totality of the object also has the range of the object in the unmanifest abstract value permeating all phases of the object. Physics is trying to investigate more fine and finer and finer and finer particles. They keep on finding. A time will come when physics will locate absolutely finest, and then the transcendental will be at the door of that finest. Quite a lot quantum theory has gone that way, quite a lot. Only some fog has to be cleared, and that will be good. A scientist is coming, a physicist is coming, very interesting. He will be speaking on consciousness and its relation to quantum mechanics. It's very, very interesting. So, quantum theory has started to visualize some possibilities of that unified field which Einstein happened to guess. He couldn't prove it, but things are progressing, and time is coming fast when the ultimate one unified basis of all the multiple creation will be directly understood in terms of science. For experience, every meditator knows what absolute is. We don't have to know it from quantum theory, but it will be the achievement of the physical science to have located the fundamental of all creation. Experience, transcendental meditation provides, and all the benefit that come out of this experience, they will bless the world. But as far as the procedure of gaining knowledge is concerned, all these various criteria involved in all these 6 systems, you have them in short towards the end of Bhagavad Gita, from the appendix of commentary of Gita, and it's the philosophical display of the ways of gaining knowledge.
Would the means of gaining knowledge the unity of all differences? Would that be by common sense, or would there be a function developed in man as he progresses?
The whole field of philosophy is a field of common sense at different levels. One man at this level has this level of common sense, another common sense level. It's all common sense. Just common sense, ordinary. But because man's life is so much abnormal, full of all stresses and strains, so when the norm of human life is very low, then the common sense also has that level.
So the common sense of unity would not be too common to us.
It should be common to us, why not? It's only a matter of removing the uncommon stresses that we have accumulated. It's uncommon for us to put on these stresses. The body doesn't like, the mind doesn't like. So the system is working out all the release of stress. If we don't allow any rest during the waking, then at least in the night, during sleep, the system starts working on that. Stress release is a natural phenomenon just because common level of life wants that fullness, that unity. Unity seems to be a too far-fetched possibility for us just because this is the first generation getting towards that. For next generation, it will be much easier, quicker. Because the children born of stress-free parents will have stronger nervous systems, and then they will have, that means they will have less stresses. Then their awareness will be less obstructed. It will be more wide. It only needs our generation, people of our generation, parents of our generation, father and mother, to be free from stress. Next generation will be stronger. The whole thing is just a matter of common sense. What is there other than common sense? Just common sense. The story of normal life is on the level of common sense, because it's a normal life, normal life.